The choice between urban and rural lifestyle depends on personal preferences and individual circumstances. Urban living offers access to diverse opportunities, such as cultural events, entertainment options, career prospects, and a vibrant social scene. Additionally, urban areas tend to have better access to amenities like healthcare, education, and transportation. However, urban living often comes with higher costs of living, increased population density, and more noise and pollution. On the other hand, rural living offers a quieter and more peaceful environment with closer proximity to nature. It can provide a sense of community, less traffic, and a slower pace of life. Rural areas also tend to have lower living costs and offer opportunities for agriculture or outdoor activities. However, rural living may have limited access to certain services, employment opportunities, and cultural amenities. Ultimately, the choice between urban and rural lifestyle is subjective and depends on individual preferences, career goals, family needs, and personal values. In terms of microbes, there are a few key differences between urban and rural areas. Diversity of microbes. Rural areas tend to have a greater diversity of microbes due to their proximity to natural environments like forests, farmlands, and bodies of water. Urban areas, on the other hand, often have a more limited diversity of microbes due to human-made structures and reduced access to natural habitats. Air quality. Urban areas typically have higher levels of air pollution, which can affect the microbial composition in the air. Industrial activities, traffic, and higher population density contribute to increased levels of pollutants in urban environments. Rural areas generally have better air quality, which can promote a healthier microbial balance. Water quality. Urban areas often have more developed water treatment systems, which can effectively remove harmful microbes from the water supply. Rural areas may have a higher likelihood of water contamination, especially in regions with limited infrastructure or agricultural activities. However, rural areas may also have access to natural water sources that harbor diverse microbial communities. Human-microbe interactions. Urban areas tend to have higher population density and more frequent human interactions, which can facilitate the spread of certain microbial infections or diseases. Rural areas, with fewer people and less dense populations, may have a lower risk of contagious diseases but may still have their own unique microbial challenges related to agricultural practices or wildlife. It's important to note that these comparisons are generalizations and can vary depending on the specific urban or rural location. Additionally, advancements in technology and changes in land use patterns can influence the microbial dynamics in both urban and rural areas. Radiation can cause mutations in microbes through a process known as mutagenesis. Mutagenesis occurs when the DNA of an organism is damaged or altered, leading to changes in its genetic material. Radiation, such as ionizing radiation, can directly or indirectly induce DNA damage in microbes, resulting in mutations. Here's how radiation can cause mutations in microbes. Direct DNA damage. Ionizing radiation, such as X-rays or gamma rays, has enough energy to directly interact with DNA molecules. This interaction can break chemical bonds within the DNA, causing various types of damage, including single-strand breaks, double-strand breaks, and base modifications. These alterations can lead to changes in the genetic information of the microbe. Indirect DNA damage. Ionizing radiation can also indirectly cause DNA damage by generating reactive oxygen species, ROS, within the cells. ROS are highly reactive molecules that can damage DNA, proteins, and other cellular components. The accumulation of ROS can lead to oxidative stress, which can result in DNA lesions and subsequent mutations. DNA repair mechanisms. Microbes have DNA repair mechanisms that help fix DNA damage caused by radiation exposure. However, these repair processes are not always perfect, and errors can occur during the repair process. These errors may lead to mutations in the microbe's genome. Accumulated mutations. Over time, repeated exposure to radiation can increase the likelihood of mutations in microbial populations. Each exposure to radiation can cause additional DNA damage and increase the risk of mutations. As mutations accumulate, the genetic diversity of the microbe population may increase. It's worth noting that while radiation can induce mutations in microbes, Not all mutations are necessarily harmful or result in significant changes in the microbe's characteristics. Some mutations may be neutral, while others can be beneficial or detrimental to the microbe's survival and adaptation. The impact of radiation-induced mutations on microbes depends on various factors, including the type and dose of radiation, the organism's DNA repair mechanisms, and the specific genetic changes that occur. Urban areas often experience higher levels of pollution across various forms, including radiation pollution, light pollution, sound pollution, water pollution, and air pollution. Here's a brief comment on each of these types of pollution in urban areas. Radiation pollution. While radiation pollution is not as commonly associated with urban areas as other forms of pollution, certain urban environments may have localized sources of radiation, such as nuclear power plants, industrial facilities, or medical centers. Strict regulations and safety measures are typically in place to minimize the potential risks associated with radiation pollution. Light pollution. Urban areas tend to have high levels of artificial lighting, resulting in light pollution. Excessive and poorly directed outdoor lighting can cause sky glow, obscuring visibility of stars and other celestial objects. Light pollution can disrupt natural ecosystems, affect wildlife behavior, disturb human sleep patterns, and have negative effects on human health and well-being. Sound pollution. Urban areas are often characterized by high levels of sound pollution due to traffic, construction activities, industrial facilities, and dense populations. Constant exposure to elevated noise levels can lead to various health issues, including stress, hearing loss, sleep disturbances, and impaired cognitive function. Water pollution. Urban areas can contribute to water pollution through various sources, including industrial discharges, sewage systems, stormwater runoff, and improper waste management. These pollutants can contaminate water bodies, degrade water quality, harm aquatic ecosystems, and pose risks to human health if consumed or used for recreational purposes. Air pollution. Urban areas commonly face significant air pollution challenges due to a combination of factors, including vehicular emissions, industrial activities, power generation, and heating systems. This pollution can result in elevated levels of particulate matter, nitrogen oxides, sulfur dioxide, and other harmful pollutants. Prolonged exposure to urban air pollution can lead to respiratory problems, cardiovascular diseases, and other health issues. Efforts to mitigate these forms of pollution in urban areas typically involve implementing regulations and measures to control emissions, improve waste management, promote sustainable practices, and enhance urban planning strategies. Increasing awareness and adopting cleaner technologies can help reduce pollution levels and create healthier and more sustainable urban environments. So, there need a debate for evil effects of urbanization and its effects on human. Increase in radiation causes different disease like cancer, mutations. As human body is made up of 100 billion neurons, brain cells, 60 trillion cells, 100 trillion microbes. Repeated exposure to radiation causes DNA mutations which possesses code of life. Light pollution increasing day by day interfere with circadian system of human and other creatures. Air pollution interfere with weather system forming of clouds causes respiratory problems etc. Sound pollution causes anxiety also due to sensitive ear. Other animals are more prone to its bad effects. Rivers are contaminated due to industrial and sewage waste. All fishes are contaminated by heavy metals like lead and mercury. Use of heavy fertilizers have contaminated foods. So, there is urgent needs to address these issues by governments and public efforts. As we are part of ecosystem we cannot escape. There is need for smart village than smart city.